Alright, it's August, it's hot, and man, we're going to use the SunOven to cook some supper tonight. Hey guys, I'm McGregor on Haida Gwaii for our island adventure. Alright, August 5th and summer is finally here on Haida Gwaii. Look at this day. Perfectly clear sky, sunny and hot. It's been hot for the last few days, and they're supposed to have another week or 10 days of this nice hot weather, so it's SunOven cooking time. And today I'm going to do a tomato pie in the SunOven. Okay guys, so the solar greenhouse is going crazy. The tomatoes are up to the roof, the cucumbers are up to the roof, the squash and zucchinis are all growing now. Peppers are all starting to flower, and this looks like it's getting kind of scared there for a while with the weather, but it looks like the garden's going to come through. Alright guys, for tomato pie you need obviously pie plates, and I'm going to use Tender Flake frozen deep dish shells because I don't like making pastry. And you're also going to need tomatoes. Look at all these tomatoes we got. Awesome. And it's going to be a tomato basil, and so I got my basil there, it's all cut. I've got 1.5 onions, and I've got a whole bunch of basil. Now you're also going to need a couple kinds of cheese. Number one, you need mozzarella cheese for the base, and I'm going to use a Parmesan Romano and mix it with Hellmann's mayonnaise, and I'm going to make the topping for this. So let me get it underway. Okay, first thing we do is we put the pies in the pie plates, and we take a fork and go poke, 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 and what that's going to do is that's going to keep it from swelling up. Do this one because I'm doing two. The nice thing about this meal is on a hot day, this is a room temperature serving, so you cook them and then you let them cool to room temperature, and they can sit there for a long time, even in a hot day. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to preheat. I got the SunOven preheated, and I'm going to cook these for 8 to 10 minutes until they start to turn a little bit brown. Okay guys, so while the pie shells are cooking, let's make the topping for the pies. Now the beauty of this recipe is, number one, you get to use up a lot of stuff out of your fridge, and number two, you can be as creative as you want. So I'm going to add a little bit of Keen's dried mustard into this, like so. And again, everything is to taste. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in a little bit of black pepper. Hang on, two hands here. A little bit of black pepper. Loads it. And for my creative juices, I'm going to add in just a little bit of garlic, and that's going to make it all yummy. Now into that you got to use a fairly healthy dose of mayonnaise, and into that I'm going to mix in my Parmesan Romano cheese. Those. And again, you can use as much or as little as you want, and we like it cheesy, so we're going to add quite a bit. Now, once you've got that done, you just stir all that in together, like so, and that's going to be your creamy topping for your pie. Alright guys, so I've diced up the onions, and I've diced up the basil, and what I've done is I've cut 6 tomatoes into about 1/4 inch strips. And so now let's get on to making the pie. Okay guys, so we got our shells baked, and they took about 20 minutes in the SunOven. Now remember, the SunOven isn't going to brown them, but they are definitely cooked. And if you don't have these, have gloves, get them. They'll save your life. Alright, I'm going to start putting these together. So the first thing we need is the mozzarella cheese, and sprinkle some in the bottom. And I want a nice base in the bottom because this is going to prevent the tomatoes from oozing all over the place. Okay, so get that in there. Tell you what, I'm going to do one at a time, and that'll speed it through. Okay, so we get the first one through. Spread them out. Get a nice base covering. Then what we need is some basil. No, wrong. We need some onion. Let's get some onion. Sprinkle that in. Okay. And again, we got lots of onion, so we're going to be doing this in layers. So make sure you got enough. Okay. There's the onion. Then we get some basil. Here comes the basil. Yum, yum, yum. And then a little bit of spinach. This is going to make it really nice and flavorful and healthy for you. And then we're going to start adding tomatoes all the way around. 1. And I budget 5 rings of tomatoes. 3, 4, and 5 per round. And then we start again. We get a little more mozzarella. And this is going to be a 2-layer. Okay. So, get that on there. Spread it around. Because even though these are deep dish, they're all not really that deep. But that's okay. These are yummy. Let's get some cheese in there. The cheese is going to be a good holder, man. Okay. Oh yeah, that's going to be perfect. Okay. And then we repeat. Onions. Get back in there, onion. If you got any big chunks, break them up. Oop, they're flying. Break them up. Okay. These are going to cook down and caramelize so nice. Okay. Some basil. Oh, we love basil. Fresh basil growing in the greenhouse is so good. The smell is awesome. Okay. Some spinach on top. Okay. And finish it off with one more layer of tomatoes. 3, 4, and numero. Come on, number 5. Number 5. There we go. Okay. Then here comes the magic. Okay, I'm gonna loosen my fingers here for a sec. Dry. Okay. Now comes, I'm going to sprinkle a little more mozzarella on top. And I don't need as much this time. So just a bit. And I want to squish all this down into the pie. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my mixture of topping and I'm going to start adding that to it. So take a bunch of that, put it on top. Smush it down. This is going to be so amazing when it's cooked. Okay, get that. Oh, it's running out of the side. Hang on. Come on, let go. Get back in there, you. There, get them back in. And you want to try and get, you don't need to cover it like crazy, but you just want to make sure you got enough on there that it's going to give it a really nice topping. And look at that. Doesn't that look good? Yeah, maybe we'll just add a little bit more because we seem to have quite a bit. Spread that out. And that, my friends, is ready to go into the SunOven. So let's get it in there. Okay guys, so there's the tomato pie in the SunOven. The temperature is currently 360 degrees, and let's close it up. And we're going to bake that for about 45 minutes in the SunOven. Alright guys, so there's our tomato pie done in the SunOven. So let's get a little piece out and give it a taste test. This is amazing. Look at this. Look how nice, layered, and juicy that is. Oop, oh, flipped it over, oh no. Okay. I'll just put it down here. Let's just get a sample of that. That is so good. Alright guys, you gotta give it a try. McGregor on the Haida Gwaii for our own adventure. Take care.